Here's the first 2-on-1 drill. We have JC and Dennis on the outsides versus Edwin in the middle. Edwin's pretty good. He's pretty much a solid blue belt in jiu-jitsu. So I wanted to see how he would do when he had two guys coming at him. I like this drill because it teaches you to deal with a lot of stress safely, especially grappling. Of course, the guys aren't ripping off arm bars and snatching up heel hooks, but it is still very stressful, and it forces you to stay aware of your extremities and, most importantly, your neck, as two guys are holding you down. The calmer you can stay in situations like this, the easier it'll be for you when you grapple one-on-one. And most importantly, it's being cognizant of where the danger is coming from, how to shift your weight. Right here, Dennis is laying on Edwin's legs. I would be trying to free my legs right now so I can focus on JC and his darce right here. So it's a great way to inoculate you against stress without getting really seriously beat up at the same time. And right here, Edwin's just gutting out a darce, and JC should have him more on his side so he can sprawl into his neck. But they're all doing a great job here. Dennis holding on to Edwin's legs. So try and incorporate this with some of your more advanced students and adults, and let's see how they do. There goes my crazy son running around. Here's the next one, Landon in the middle versus Ashley and Matthew. Same thing applies. They're just a little smaller, a little less skilled, but you know what? This is great for kids because it really forces them to deal with danger and stress and not freak out. And there is Matthew jumping on the choke immediately. Landon needs to be more aware of his neck. And right here, it teaches them, hey, free your hands so you can fight the choke off. Matthew does a good job of getting this choke. He doesn't even have any hooks in. He kind of lets up, but Landon did a good job of fighting it off. When I have these drills going, I also tell the person in the middle, if you can tap out one of the attackers, then that person has to jump out. So it's in your best interest to be offensive as well and not just shell up. Great job, Landon. You could also incorporate striking as well. You just have to let your students know that this is more of a game of tag, and try and get behind them and baby tap them in the back of the head. Essentially it would be you defending against a sucker punch. Keeping your hands up, we're not trying to kill each other, having a good time, but at the same moment, can you keep your wits about you as two guys are coming at you? And it's a great cardio workout. Chris over there is dying. You don't want to really cold cock people. It's just a great way to focus on your defense, your breathing, your situational awareness, your environment, and at the same time, you're going to get a great workout in here. Give that a shot with striking, but make sure you don't really sucker punch each other in the back of the head. You could also do this with 3-year-olds. Here's my son Luca. We're the bad guys with the pads. Same kind of deal. Hit, block, move. Look for the bad guy behind you. Obviously their motor skills and concentration is not super advanced, so it's more about having fun and getting them engaged and reacting and being prepared in case they ever get in a fight at the playground. Boink. And putting my money where my mouth is, I have Edwin and JC here trying to kill me. They're pretty much both mid to high level blue belts. And I'm a rusty old brown belt, so let's see how they do. Something different that JC's doing that Dennis did not is he's getting up higher and higher on my hips. Like he's not just holding my feet. And then they're really isolating my lower and upper half of my body, so I'm pretty screwed. Edwin's doing a great job of getting the gift wrap so he can attack my neck right here. He's got his hooks in. Jeez Louise. So I was trying to free my feet, but JC's doing a good job of getting up on my hips. But at the same time, I'm trying to fight off Edwin's choking hand. But then I was really, really screwed here with JC separating my hand so that Edwin could potentially choke me. I thought I was a goner right here. If there were punches involved, of course, I'd be smoked. But since we're just doing grappling, again, a great way to figure out where the danger is coming from. And then Edwin throws his foot up with JC's arm pulling, and I thought I could fight it off. And then once he covers my head, I was like, you know what? I don't want my arm broken, and you can't see it off camera, but I did tap. Great job, guys. Practice this with your students. Have fun. Don't get hurt.